بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dear students, welcome to a new meeting. Today we are going to have Unit 3, Lesson 2. Now, this is the first practice, listening 5. Now, but this listening in the even page, we are going to listen it about 3 people. Listen carefully.
Page 38. 5. Listening. Listen to the principal's speech at graduation and complete the chart about the student's past and future.
Today is a very important day for all of you. It marks the end of your high school days and the beginning of a new life for you. From here, some of you will go off to college and others will be starting jobs. I've known you all through high school, and some of you I've known since kindergarten, when you were only 6 years old. Ibrahim al-Anazi. No one could run like you in school races. You have become a really good athlete, and I'm sure you're going to make a fine physical education teacher when you finish college. Stephen Walker, you always had to prove your point, and you could argue your points well and give a lot of good reasons. You have been a great captain of our debate team. I'm certain you're going to be a successful lawyer, and I wish you the best of luck at college and then at law school. Saeed al-Yami, you always had a great scientific mind, and you truly deserve that scholarship to the School of Science and Technology. Our school is going to miss you. We're going to lose our science researcher temporarily. I say temporarily because in the future we'll probably be reading about your work in scientific journals and the press. We might even watch you being interviewed on television. Jim Miller, you were always busy raising money and working for good causes and charities. You'll be a wonderful social worker after you finish college. Whatever road you may take, I'm sure you'll always remember the days you spent at Riverside High. The friends you made and the good times you had are things you will never forget.
Got it? So he has talked about 4 persons' graduation and talked about their past and their forthcoming future as he is predicting for them. Now, let's conclude the information through listening and to write down the information in this table related to the past and the future for each one. After concluding and after answering, you can write them on your own and revise your writing with these model answers. For example, for Ibrahim, in the past he was a good runner in school races. In the future he will be a physical education teacher, and so on. Revise your answers with these model answers for each person of them. Now we are going to listen again to a certain pronunciation related to the pronunciation. We have a technical way in our speaking of the language, and to make it fluent and nice and graceful, to use the technical ways such as link, stress and so on. عندنا بعض الأشياء اللي بنستخدمها في ربط الكلمات والنطق الصحيح لتجعل اللغة نتحدث بطلاقة وتكون لغة جميلة. Such as things we are calling link and stress. link اللي هو الوصل اللي بيقابل عندنا مثلا في أحكام التجويد الإدغام اللي هو ربط الحرف الأول، إدغام الحرف الأخير في الكلمة الأولى مع الحرف الأول في الكلمة الثانية على حسب النوع. وعندنا ستريس اللي هو التشديد، متى أشدد على المقطع في الأول ولا في النص ولا المقطع الأخير and so on. Now let's listen to the track. Okay? Listening.
Page 38. 6. Pronunciation. A. Listen. Note the words that are usually not stressed. Then practice.
In a century. And. Young and old. Can. Cars can fly. 2. 9 to 5. Was. It was common. Of. Cars of the future.
B. Read the text about Jules Verne again. Find the sentences that contain a, and, can, to, and of. Practice reading these sentences without stressing a, and, can, to, and of.
And to link the words without stress. Okay? These are a practical exercise for your flowing language. Now, let's transfer into the next topic, which is a conversation. You are going to listen to this conversation while reading and to answer the questions. Okay? Now listening on our even page, listen carefully.
Page 39. 8. Conversation.
Would you tell us about the new intelligent home of the future?
Certainly. The concept of intelligent buildings is to monitor and optimize lighting, security, ventilation, heating, audiovisual and entertainment systems, and so on. It's an integrated household system that will make people's lives easier.
How will the house actually function?
When you arrive at the front door, you won't need a key. The door will open with a touch of your finger. The system will recognize your fingerprint.
What happens after I enter the house?
The lights will come on if it's night, the climate control will be activated, and surround sound will automatically play your favorite radio station.
What special facilities will there be in the kitchen?
You'll be able to call your refrigerator when you're at the supermarket and find out how much milk there is or how many eggs you have left.
That's wonderful. What about the housework? I hate doing that.
The house will come equipped with a robot that will do the cleaning, the washing, and the cooking.
No kidding? Can I buy the robot without the house?
Got it? So they are talking about the forthcoming future related to food, screens, robots, doors, and your fingerprint related to these creatures will know the person of who is the owner of these things. Okay? Now about the conversation, in pairs ask and answer the questions, then switch rules. Number 1, what are some features of the intelligent house? بعض مزايا أو ملامح المنزل الذكي في المستقبل. What will happen after a person enters the house? ما الذي سوف يحدث عندما يدخل الشخص إلى منزله? Number 3, what will you be able to do over the phone? And so on. Read these questions carefully, revise the conversation, answer the questions, and revise the answers with these model answers. بعد قراءتك المحادثة وإجابة الأسئلة راجع من خلال هذه الإجابات النموذجية. The first one, for example, the intelligent house will monitor lighting, security, ventilation, heating, and audiovisual systems. All will be electronic. Okay? Now, let's transfer into a next topic, which is about the time capsule. What will happen if you hide something for the future to make people know information about your even area? ما الذي سيحدث لو خبأت شيء من عصرك الحالي إلى المستقبل عندما يكتشفون الناس بعد 50 أو 100 سنة يكتشفون طبيعة الحياة وبعض المقتنيات such as pharaonic tombs مثل المقابر الفرعونية مثلا التي تدل على الحياة وطبيعة الحياة كيف كانت في عصر الفراعنة and some other ancient civilizations وبعض الحضارات القديمة الأخرى. Now let's begin to listen to the topic and to understand what is this topic about and to answer the questions. Listening from the yes.
Page 49, reading. The Tulsa Time Capsule. A crowd of people gathered outside the courthouse in Tulsa, Oklahoma in June 1957 to witness the burial of an unusual time capsule, a brand new gold and white Plymouth Belvedere car. The city leaders explained In exactly 50 years' time, this car will be unearthed to show the world who we were and how we lived in Tulsa in 1957. The automobile contained a flag, a city phone directory, an unpaid parking ticket, and the contents of a woman's purse, bobby pins, a lady's powder compact, a plastic rain cap, several combs, a tube of lipstick, a pack of gum, a wad of tissues, $2.73 in bills and coins. 5 gallons of gas were also included in case the combustion engine became obsolete by 2007 and no fuel was available. The event attracted all sorts of people to Denver Avenue that day in 1957. Some thought that the idea of burying a new car was dumb. Others thought it was brilliant. Raffle tickets for the car were sold. The person to guess the approximate population of Tulsa in 2007 would win. "I'll never be alive," said Teddy Baxter, aged 6. "Sure you will," answered his brother Henry, who was 19. "I might not be, but you'll be around for sure." Gene McDaniel, who was 20 at the time, thought, "In 2007, I'll be 70. I'll never make it." The Plymouth was wrapped in protective materials and lowered into a concrete vault, which was supposed to withstand even a nuclear attack. It lay there for 50 years. On June 13th, 2007, the vault was opened and the car was raised as thousands of people watched. The organizer of the event said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Miss Belvedere." Unfortunately, the tomb was unable to protect the car from moisture, and the vintage vehicle was covered in rust. The contents of a typical woman's handbag in the glove compartment looked like a lump of rotted leather. The microfilm that recorded the names of the contestants wasn't found. There was a bit of disappointment that the items were not in better condition. However, some items inside the time capsule were in good shape. They included a U.S. flag and some historical documents, such as aerial maps of the city and postcards. The good news is that when the Belvedere was unearthed, Teddy and Gene were still alive. They never thought they would be here to see it happen. Someone present said, "It's our King Tut's tomb. It's like a fairy tale."
Got it? So, what has happened in the past? Read carefully, revise your information, and conclude the whole idea and what has happened before 50 years and after that in 2007. Try to answer these questions. Choose the correct meaning of each word according to the text. Number 1, to gather, meaning to come together, to separate, to join. Yes, to come together. يتجمعون. To witness. What is the meaning of witness? يشهد. يشاهد watch يشاهد شيء. But witness يشهد شيء يكون شاهدا عليه. Okay? To see an event. يرى حدث معين أو حادثة. Number 3 bobby pin اللي هي الهير بين بنسة شعر أو دبوس شعر. Number 4 obsolete معناها outdated اللي هو منتهي الصلاحية. Okay? Val meaning not article measure but he meant in the topic the adjective safe أن يكون الشيء بأمان. Withstand is to yes to resist or survive. These are the right answers. To revise them with your own answers. Now an additional question and additional questions related to the topic as well. Number 1, what are the purpose of burying the car for 50 years? ايه الغرض او ما هو الغرض من دفن هذه السيارة لمدة 50 سنة؟ Number 2, why did the organizer include 5 gallons of gas for the car? لماذا احتفظ ب5 جالون غاز للسيارة؟ طبعا تنبؤا منه أن يكون هذا النوع من الوقود بطل استخدامه بعد 50 سنة فيزودون به السيارة. Okay? Revise your answers with these model answers. Okay? After that, you are going to complete the sentences with the suitable completion. Number one, in 50 years' time, when this car is taken out of the vault, people will do what? Yeah, see what Tulsa was like in 1957. بعض المحتويات كانت تدل على نظام الحياة والروتين اليومي والأشياء المستخدمة والأكسسوارز والأكسسوارات المستخدمة، ولذلك قد يعرف الناس من خلالها كيف كانت تبدو الحياة في تلك المدينة أو تلك البلدة في قبل 50 عام. If I bought a ticket for the car, I might not live long enough to win the prize. لو اشتريت هذه التذكرة التي سوف يتم عليها السحب أو بناء على التنبؤ، قد لا أكون على قيد الحياة حين يتم الكشف عن هذه السيارة أو هذه السيارة. When people open the glove compartment in 2007, they will find a woman's purse and its contents. Okay? Revise your answers carefully with these answers. That's for now. Waiting for you the next lesson إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
واعد لجيل صاعد.